we're pretty lucky in Androscoggin County. We have our own traveling show. He comes along every year and he gives us a song or a dance or two. And he's here again tonight. He's also a woodworker. If you haven't been on his table over there, he does a great job. And he wanted me to tell you that Oxford County got $280 for their tables last week. So just so you know that. And Jim Hamper's going to come and give us a song or dance or two or three or whatever.
It's funny you mentioned a dance. My wife and I have been taking ballroom dancing lessons for the past year and a half. My songs have been a way to release a little bit of anxiety, shall I say, about things that are going on in Augusta, serving in a minority as we do. And this go around, I wrote the big event I think this year is the fact that we're electing a governor, and we're going to finally say arrivederci baldacci. So with that in mind, when I wrote these two songs, I've got two of them for you tonight. These were back in the days when there was only about 10 candidates for governor. So at any rate, if you remember the song, "If I Were a Carpenter," you know, if I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me? Okay. My version is, "If you were the governor." So I sing this to Paul and Les back there. And also, let me preface also that two different viewpoints on the two different songs. This particular song is coming at it from the people of Maine and addressing the gubernatorial candidates. And I tried to be as non-partisan as possible this go around with the songs. And seriously, and actually when I wrote these, I thought in terms of being able to present them to the full legislature as I did at the close of session last year. I got up and sang a song about bonding, but I did it off the record. So I tried to be as nonpartisan as possible in these, but I sing to the two of you guys, okay? If you were the governor and I was a taxpayer, would you spend it all anyway? Would I have a prayer? If politics were your trade, would you still tax me? Can Maine's bills still get paid, taking more from me? Save my job through tax breaks, save a job for John Doe. There's no room for mistakes, come change the status quo. If I worked out in the Maine woods or out on the sea, is the farmer understood? Do you hear their plea? If I owned a paper mill with the river flowing, would you make sure we could work with production growing? If you were the governor and I was a young family, will I find a job anywhere? Employment is the key. Could I find a job anywhere? Employment is the key. So that's... John Denver in the 70s, early 70s, did a song. He did a duet with Placido Domingo. It was entitled Perhaps Love. My version is The Next Gov. And this one's more of a broad overlook of the whole gubernatorial candidate or campaign. Perhaps love is like the next gov will need a year of grace to bring about reform. They're all looking for your support, their systems to transform. And even in these times of trouble, when all things are unknown, it's the changing of the gov under the dome. The next gov could be a woman, might even be a man. They may prove to be an appeaser. Do they even have a plan? And even if they exalt themselves and all things seem askew, it's the changing of the gov will bring renew. The gov to some should be loud, to some be more genteel, to some a way of giving, to some a way to steal. And some say the gov is just a pawn, and some say quid pro quo, and some say the gov is everything, and some just say heck no. The next gov will want devotion, that fact is just so plain, wanting everyone on their side, all the folks of Maine. If I should vote for whomever, and all their plans come through, and the changing of the gov was overdue.
Thank you for helping out Androscoggin County. We have a lot of good candidates that we want to help out this year. Appreciate it very much. The next on the list is God Bless America, sung by Caroline Young Coffin. Get all that name in there. She has sung for us how many years now?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been keeping count.
For a long time.
And I would invite you all to join with me in the chorus once I get there. I always love singing with a large group of people, so if you know the words, chime right on in. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us wear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America.
Thank you all very much for coming and have a good evening.